No gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This will be fielded at the 17. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. A play fake, now Fields to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st down, Brady escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Throwing middle. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
This is taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 25 yards that time.
Now Fields.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Play action. Now it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 44 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Flush to his right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It got his man complete. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
59 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, it's right. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. They run for it with Harris, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now it's Fields.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a throw here to his running back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Fields.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Fields on first down.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Looking for right, and he finds him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 32 on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run on first down. Right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Damian Harris as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust the...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Now a play fake. Brady rolling to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. He'll buy some time right. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Brady going to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Brady now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Back to throw, Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Fields throwing again.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Point after here coming up. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
But that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Brady's going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Bears. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brady now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
On play action, now Brady. Flushed out right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Brady. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Second down and goal. Brady eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Kene Nwangu, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Fields now to throw.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
On play action, Fields.
The 20, 10, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Fields.
That swung out wide to Harris.
Touchdown! Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. On the move to his left. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. To throw is Brady. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
One final try now for Brady. Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.